Good morning, everyone. So, guys, the last class we have discussed what is Microsoft Azure Service. We have learned how to create the Microsoft Azure account. But when you create an account, we have to make the payment methods in Azure. One is enterprise agreement, one is a reseller account, one is partner billing account, and one is personal account. Personal account for us and for our organization we can create. And first 30 days is a free account. When you're creating first time this account is free. The last class we have seen when you're creating this account, we require Microsoft Outlook ID, credit card, we require mobile number information we have to mention, and PAN card information we have to provide it. Then we have seen this account is for 30 days and we are getting nearly 14,500 rupees, 200 US dollars you are getting, guys. And when you're creating this account, we have to use this website, that is azure.microsoft.com. Once the account is created, then whenever you're signing, next time you want to sign into the portal page of Azure to access the Microsoft data centers, we have to use this page that is called portal.azure.com, guys. Okay, and we created one account by the name that is ms2 at hotmail.com. So whenever I'm signing here, I will use the account ms2 at hotmail.com to sign up, guys. Okay, now we created account and successfully we have signed up. So you can see here successfully we sign up to this page, and this is our account. So if I go to right side on the top, this is the information I'm getting here, and after that we have some other options also available here. You can see here we have option feedback. We can give the feedback to Microsoft, and we have help option. We can take the help, or if you have any questions, you can type the Microsoft team will be help you. If I go to the settings, in settings you can find, you can change the page settings here. You can change your directory, appearance, language, region, my information. So if I go to here, appearance here, you can see there are so many styles are there. If I select here, theme, black, dark, and click on apply, some theme will be changed to black color here. Okay. But this is blue color default is my best option here. So I'm selecting this one, click on apply. Like this you can change. And very, very important, guys, here, this bell icon. Are you finding bell? Here you will get the information what we have done. So if I go to the bell icon notification, you can see here one service I deleted, that is showing here, and one service I tried to delete it, but that is failed. And really, if you read this line, that information is mentioned why it is failed, because reason is one of the security feature is not stop. Okay, so this is Microsoft is very, very important point, guys. Whenever you struck anywhere, whenever you get the error in the Microsoft documentation, error also is written and solution also is there. So it means if we concentrate on subject with troubleshooting, easily we can transfer our, we can you can check the information what actually the problem is there and where we can troubleshoot the problem, guys. This is very great information or benefit, you can say, Microsoft is providing message notification, guys. Okay, so and last class we have seen these three lines are called left side three lines. This is called portal menu page, and if you track, this area is called blade area. In this blade area, options are there to use your services. If any services is not there, you can search here. So many services are not there in the list. You can type in search box your service name, you will get like this, guys. And the last class I say that check the subscription. If you go to our subscription here, So this is our subscription guys here, and here you will get the information what is actually your account status. It is showing active. Whenever you're getting disabled guys, so it means your account is stop here. It will notify you like this. Okay. So after a period of time here, your amount will be decreased, and after 30 days your account will be here disabled guys. If your account is disabled, you can go for pay as you go if you agree, or if you want to do practical one more time in free account, so you have to create one new account. To create the new account, you require new email ID, new credit card, and through that you can create one new account. Okay. So guys, this is the information about our page. Now the second thing guys here, when you're creating Azure account, we have some types of administrators. We have types of admins. So we have Azure administrator accounts guys. Now what type of admins are there? So in Azure guys, administrator is an account. So as administrator, we are logging to our portal page with our ID we are managing. So we are the administrator, and we have two Azure accounts. So guys, to manage the Azure, we have administrator accounts. There are two types of admins are there in Azure. One is called account administrator, and one is called service administrator. So remember by heart this one guys. When you go to the interview, it will ask this question by default, how many admins accounts are there in Azure once you create the Azure account. So there are two admins are there, account administrator and service administrator. So what is the use of account administrator? So there are two admins accounts are there. One is account administrator and one is service administrator. So what is the job of account administrator, guys? So account administrator in every Azure account, guys, only one account administrator is available. One per Azure account. Means when you create your subscription, guys, when you create one subscription, when you create your first Azure account, guys, only one account is available. That is called account. Account administrator job is what? Managing the subscriptions, managing the resources of your network, guys. Managing the subscription, managing the resources. Okay. And service administrator job is what? Managing the subscription. Managing the subscription, managing the VMs, virtual machines, storage accounts, services, and other resources of Azure, guys, here. Okay. And guys, once you create your Azure account, by default, you're getting one subscription. By default, you're getting one subscription, guys. Okay, so like this in Azure account, we can create multiple subscription also. So example, here you have created your Azure account, guys. Okay, so you have created one Azure account by this name, ZAMP MS2 at hotmail.com. So with this account, you are logging. So as an account administrator, I can manage everything. Okay. But example, guys, in my network, in my organization, I have 5 departments. How many departments? 5. So every department require one new administrator, guys. So guys, this is your account. Okay, you created account. So as administrator in, I want 5 departments in my organization. So every department require one new subscription. So I can create one subscription, one for my sales department example. I can create subscription 2 for my accounts department people. I can create subscription 3 for my marketing department. Okay, so like this, I can create one more subscription for my finance department. Subscription 4 for my HR department. One more subscription I'm creating for my production department, guys. This is my last subscription. Okay, to manage this subscription, every subscription require service admin account, guys. So I can give the permission to different users to manage this subscription, guys. Yeah. Okay, but as account administrator, I can manage all the subscriptions. I can create, I can delete, I can modify. So guys, as account admin, I can manage all the subscriptions. To manage the subscription, we require service admin account here. So guys, I can create for each subscription, we require one service account, service admin account here. And this service administrator can create co-administrator accounts, guys. So co-admin means junior admins. So example, as a senior administrator, I will not manage all the subscription. I will create the multiple subscriptions. I can give the permission to my employees here. I want my employee should be manage the portal page. My junior admin has to manage the portal page with selected permission. So then I can go for co-administrator. So in Azure, we can create per subscription 200 co-admin accounts, guys. In per subscription, we can create 200 admin accounts. And co-administrator cannot create co-administrators, guys. Co-administrators cannot create again co-admin accounts. Only subscription service administrator is having rights. So guys, account administrator in every Azure, we have only one account admin who is going to manage the subscription and managing the resources. Service administrator is a per subscription account, which is managing VMs, storage services, everything, guys. Co-administrator can create 200 co-administrators. One minute, please. So guys, whenever you create one account, Azure account, by default, this account is getting these two administrator permissions. One is account administrator and one is service administrator. So once you create your account, example ZAMP1007 at hotmail.com or by any name, so by default you're getting these two permissions. Okay, how to check our account is having account administrator rights and service admin right on. So just I will sign in to my portal page, Azure portal page. I will show you guys. Just please wait for 1 minute. So guys, if you log into your portal page, if you go to the home, so you can see our account IDs ZAMP ms2 at hotmail.com. So you have to go to your subscription. This is called dashboard area, guys, here. So recently I accessed so many services here. So it will show you here and how many services I used. So if I click on this subscription, you can see this is my account, Azure account here. And my role is account administrator. Okay, my role is account. Or if you go inside this subscription, if you click on this Azure Pass subscription or your free trial, so you will get like this, guys, here. When you create one Azure account, you will get like this here, free trial account. Once you create your subscription here, you will get like this, pay as you go, or you will get here free trial. So if you click on this, your subscription, if you click on your subscription here, you will go to inside the subscription, and inside the subscription you can see here, you come down here, you can find properties here. This is called details area. If you come down here, you can find in settings, you can find properties option, guys. If you go to the properties here, you can find your account is there. So you can see my account status is active, and you can see the period of your account when it's expiring here. Maybe today my account will be is going to, okay, 5th 11th is going to expire, guys, here. Okay, means May 11th is going to expire, and you can say I purchased this account 4th April 12th. I purchased Indian currency. It is showing here an offer by Azure Pass. And if you come down, you can see this one. This is important, guys. Account administrator. We have a rights of account administrator, and we have rights of service administrator also. So by default, once you create Azure account, you're getting these two administration rights, account administrator and service administrator. But in future, when you're creating new subscription, and to allow our admins or to allow the other administrator to use this subscription, we have to give service admin permission. Okay, so our account which we are using now, this account is having both administration rights, account administration and service administration right. So what the Microsoft is saying, guys? So Microsoft is saying once you create your Azure account here, this account is having account administration rights. So these are the difference, guys, here. You can see account administrator limit is what? One per Azure account, guys. Only one account administrator is there for your Azure account. And second, here you can see the description, what the permissions you have. You can access the Azure portal and managing the billing. So means as account admin, I can log into portal page, I can manage the billing, guys, here. Okay, second, managing billing for all subscription in account. So I can manage all the subscription. We can create new subscription, we can cancel the subscriptions, change the billing for the subscription, we can change the bills, change the service admin accounts. Means we can give the permission to others administrator to manage this billing. You cannot change subscription unless then you have the service admin or subscription owner rights. Means as if you're not having in service admin rights in other subscription, and we are not having permission, so we cannot do any changes here. Next we have service admin, guys. Per subscription we have, per Azure subscription we have one service admin. What the service admin can do, manage services of Azure, guys, and canceling the subscription, assign the user to co-administrator roles, guys. Means as a service administrator, I can assign the permission to my junior administrators. Example, I want one junior admin has to manage storage. I want one junior admin has to manage only VMs, guys. Like these roles we can assign. And last one is what here? Co-administrator. In per subscription, we can create 200 co-administrator accounts per subscription, guys. And service admin is having privileges. Your co-administrator can access the privileges of service admin but cannot change any associate for subscription to Azure directory. So it means as a service admin, what rights our account administrator is provided, that rights we can manage, we can share. So I hope guys you have understand this concept here, because when you go to the interview, compulsory it will ask this question. So how many account administrators are there in your account, and how many service admins are there by default, and how many co-administrator we can create, and what are their permissions, what are their rights. So we have to explain guys here, okay? And where we have to check, just now we have seen, we have to go to our subscription properties and we can check here our account administrator permission and service permission. Okay guys, now come to the next topic. Today is very important. We are going to discuss, that is Azure core architecture guys. So we are going to discuss today how the Azure is designed, what is the structure of, what is the architecture of the Azure here. So in Azure core architecture guys, so Azure core architecture is designed like this. So first of all guys, in Azure architecture we have three steps guys. First we have to log on, right? Then we are logging to our Azure Resource Manager, and third is what? Services. So you can see here we have Azure Resource Manager. So Azure Resource Manager is a portal page. Azure Resource Manager is a portal page which we are going to authenticate. So what the Microsoft is saying? The Microsoft is saying we have deployment modules in Azure. Previously guys, when Microsoft started this service in the year of 2010, when the Microsoft started Azure service, so how we are logging to Azure portal page to access Microsoft data center services? We are using Azure Service Manager page. What we are using? Azure Service Manager page. That is called in short ASM. It's called ASM, and this is also called classic deployment method guys. Means old method. And here guys, everything we are managing individually. Everything we are managing individually. So example, for one project, I require 50 storage. Okay, so we have to create 50 resources groups, right? 50 resources we have to create for one company. So, and every resource having their own ID and password to sign up is very difficult here. But now we are using actually this ASM page, Azure Service Manager page is outdated guys. The Microsoft has stopped this page in the year of 2018 guys. The end of the 2018 page, this ASM page is stopped. Microsoft is saying it's not available. Now the new portal page is available. New module is available, deployment module, that is called Azure Resource Manager. Okay, Azure Resource Manager is used to manage the Azure services. Now how to log into Azure Resource Manager page? By using our portal website. If you type portal.com, portal.azure.com guys, you're typing your name and password and you can sign up here. So example here. So we have to open the browser, and here we have to type www.portal. So what you have to use, guys, here, portal.azure.com. Okay. So if you type portal.azure.com and hit enter, it is asking your ID and password, and successfully you can sign up to this page. So once you sign up to this page is called your Azure Resource Manager page. Okay, so this is called portal page, guys, here, and this is called GUI page, also graphical user interface page. So in interview it will ask, guys, which page we are using. So we are using our website, that is portal.azure.com, to manage the Azure resources, and this page is called ARM page, Azure Resource Manager, guys. So that's why you can see in this list here, whenever you are signing, we are using Azure Resource Manager page. To get the authentication, you can log in. But how we are logging? We can log in by the help of portal page. This is called GUI. We can use PowerShell also, guys. Through PowerShell also we can log into Azure. Right, when I'm coming to the practical, I will show you how to use PowerShell to log into Azure Resource Manager. We can log in with CLI, guys. The Microsoft is saying, yes, you have option here. You can sign up with this CLI option. Means command line interface, guys. If anyone is working on Linux and that people using here command line interface, you can use this, guys. And we can use our REST client also. REST clients are company website, guys. Through company website also we can log into the Azure portal page. This is also possible. And here one shortcut is written SDK, stands software deployment kit. Software deployment kit. Okay, so guys, through Azure portal page, through PowerShell, through CLI, through REST client, we can log into. Okay, so guys, once your authentication is done, then you can access your services. And this service is also called resources, guys. Remember here, this service is also called what? Technically resources. Like you can access your storage data, you can access your websites, you can access your virtual machine, you can access other services, guys, here. So this is called Azure Core Architecture. So guys, when you log into the Azure portal page, this Azure architecture is divided into three major components. It's divided into three major components. First one is front-end service. So guys, the first option is available, that is called front end. The first option is available front end. Second option is middleware. Third option is available services. So by using front end service, we are logging to Azure account, guys, to our subscription. If you want to log in, we have to use front-end service. In front-end service, we have so many options. We have portal page, Azure portal page. We have PowerShell. We have CLI. We have REST client. So guys, here, first portal page. In portal page is a GUI dashboard provided to us by Azure. So Azure is created this page. You can sign up through which can be deploy and provision the resources. Means through this portal page, we can create our resources. We can delete the resources. We can manage the resources, guys. Okay. If you want to add something, if you want to delete something. So guys, this page, just now we have signed up to this page. You can see this page. It's called our portal page here. So through this page, we can access our services. We can add, we can remove, we can manage. Okay, so this is called GUI also, graphical user interface, guys. Next option is available, PowerShell, guys. So guys, did you heard this word? Microsoft Windows PowerShell. Yes. So through PowerShell, guys, PowerShell, in PowerShell, we can run the scripts, guys, here. Actual PowerShell is designed for scripting. So what is script, guys? Script is a programming file. Script is a programming file. We can give, by the help of script, we can give the task to our computer. Script is a programming file. By the help of script, we can give the task to our computer. So example, guys, at a time, I want to add 2 services. I can use graphical option, but we have to follow the steps here. But through PowerShell script, we can give the task to our computer to do this one, guys. Okay, so PowerShell is available in all Microsoft operating system. Just if you go to the run, if you type here PowerShell, guys, if you go to run, if you type PowerShell, click OK. So you can see this PowerShell window will be open, Windows PowerShell. So you can see it is showing PS before C guys. It is showing PS. PS means this is the limit. Okay, so we can use the PowerShell guys scripts to manage the services. This option is available. So PowerShell script, make sure your Windows PowerShell to give the command line access through the Azure resources. So if you want to check, if you want to delete, you can add. Through script, you can add, delete, guys. Now come to the next one, CLI. Azure CLI is a command line tool providing a great experience for managing the Azure resources. The CLI is designed to make scripting easy, query data, support long running operation, guys. So all guys, so we have CMD also. If you go to run, if you type CMD and click OK. So this is a CLI, guys, here. Through CLI, we can log into Azure, we can manage the services. This option also is available. Okay. Mostly, guys, CLI is used for Linux people, guys, because in the Linux operating system, we are managing all the services by using command, guys. So for Linux, guys, this is the best option, guys. Now come to the last one, that is called REST client. So REST clients are nothing but API, guys. API stands application programming interface, guys. Application programming interface, which can be used in application codes to initiate an action of Azure cloud. So guys, API stands here, application programming interface. So every organization is having their own website, guys. Every organization is having their own company website. So example, my company website name is zoom.com. So my user is requesting, my junior admin is requesting, sir, I want to manage Azure services. So what I'm doing, I'm telling to my employee, log into zoom.com. In zoom.com, we created one Azure logon tab. We created one Azure logon tab. If you click on this tab, the portal page will be open. So it means we are not typing portal.azure.com to log in. We are typing our company website, zoom.com. In that, I have a link. My programmer, my software developer are linked the name to. So if you have a company, guys, if you click on this link, the company has created the link. Once you click on this link, you will go to the Azure portal page to sign up. So just now we have seen this many options are there, guys, when you log into the Azure account here. Okay. Now come to the second service, that is called Azure Resource Manager. So guys, Azure Resource Manager this is a symbol that is called ARM also. This is a symbol, guys. Remember the symbols. So what is the use of Azure Resource Manager? So Azure Resource Manager playing a key deploying and managing the services, guys. So whenever you want to log into Azure, we are using ARM. We are using what here? ARM service, Azure Resource Manager. So through Azure Resource Manager, we can log in, and this complete page, guys, this page, complete page is called ARM page, Azure Resource Manager page here. Okay. Now through this page, what we can do, we can deploy something. Azure services, we can manage the services. And it helps you to organize your resources in a group. So it helps you organizing your resources in a group, guys. These groups are called resource groups. So when you're creating the services in Azure, guys, you can create group wise here. It is helping to centralize your resources in your Azure account. The last one, it helps you deploy and manage the monitor all the resources. So ARM page is allowing admins to add something, remove something, monitor something for your solution of the resource group rather than handling these resources individually. So previously, guys, in ASM, we are creating everything separately. So guys, we are going to this Azure Resource Manager. So in Azure Resource Manager page, in ARM page, we are managing the resources. Example, VMs. We are managing the websites. We are managing the SQL database here. Okay, so remember always these three components, guys, here. One is your middleware, uh, you can say here, you can say first one is front-end service, second one is middleware service, and last one is what here? Services. And these are the symbols, guys. Remember the symbols here. Okay. So front-end service, we have portal page, we have PowerShell, we have command line, right? And middleware service, we have Azure ARM to log into Azure, and ARM is allowing to access Microsoft data center resources. Resources mean services, VMs, storage, your network, your load balancers, right? All the services we can access by these services here. So guys, here how to manage the Azure services. So microservicing Azure services you can manage by resource groups, guys. All the services of Azure services managed by the help of ARM, but by the help of resource group. Okay, so I hope, guys, till now you have understand what is Azure core architecture, guys. Here. The next very important topic we are going to discuss here is, guys, resource groups here. Without learning resource groups, you cannot start Azure services, guys. Without learning resource groups, you cannot start Azure services. You cannot use this. So what is resources, guys? If anyone is asking this question to you. What is resources and what is group? So guys, group is a collection of services, collection of computers, collection of users is called group here. But what is resources in Azure? That is very, very important. We are going to discuss. So first we have to understand resources, then we can understand resource groups, guys. So what is resources in Azure? So example, guys, in Azure resources are services. Resources mean services. So example, when I'm creating through my Azure account, I'm creating some virtual machine or virtual machines. This is called resources. When I'm creating virtual machine, guys, we require operating system also. Operating system also is resources. We need public IP also, guys. Public IP also is called a resource. We require private IP also. The private IP also is called resource. We need one storage account. So storage account also is called resources. We require NIC card, guys, to assign the IPs. It's called resources. We require a virtual network, guys. So this virtual network also is called resources. We require a VPNs also. It's called resources. We are creating some websites. It's called resources. We are taking the backup of your data. It's called resources. Okay. So these are the example, guys, here. When you're creating load balancer also in Azure, this is called resources. Okay. So guys, to manage these resources, to access these resources, we require resource group. And the microservicing, without resource group, you cannot create the resources. Previously, guys, before 2018, We are creating the resources by using ASM, Azure Service Manager, and we are managing individually. So what is a resource group? Is a collection of resources, guys. Is a collection of resources. Example, Esmit, one day you went to the supermarket to purchase some goods. You went to the supermarket and your friend also requesting to you, when you're going to supermarket, please purchase the goods for me also. So you're saying to your friend, yes, I will purchase. So guys, you want to purchase some goods for you. And how many goods you want to purchase for you? Some 20 goods, guys, here. And for your friend, guys, your friend is requesting purchase for me some 25 goods here. So it means 20 goods you want to purchase for you and 25 goods you want to purchase for your friends. So guys, when you purchase this many goods, how you will carry these goods, guys? Can you carry these goods 20 plus 25, 45 goods in your two hands? When you go to the supermarket, enter in that you're purchasing this many goods, guys, 20 for you and 25 goods for your friend. So 25 goods can you carry in your two hands? So guys, when you're creating the resources, we require resource group. So now I have a question, guys, here. You're purchasing 20 goods for you and 25 goods for your friend. So how you will carry these goods, guys? And when you're going to the billing account to make the bill, how you will make this bill, guys? How you will separate this 20 goods for you and 25 goods for your friends in your two hands? Can you carry this many goods, guys? When you enter in the supermarket, when you're purchasing this many goods, can you carry this 20, 45 goods in your two hands? No, it's not possible. So what you will do, guys, to separate these goods for you and for your friend, and to carry this goods, what you will do? You will take one carry cart, or you will take one basket in supermarket. It's a free of cost, is available for you, or you can say trolley also, guys. Okay, so how many baskets you have to take, guys? You can say basket, you can say trolley, you can say bag. How many you have to take, guys, to separate 20 goods for you and 25 goods for your friend? Two. Very good. Take two bags here, two trolleys, guys. One for you and one for your friend. Two trolleys. Keep 20 goods here, guys, in this basket, and keep 25 goods in the second basket. We have two baskets, guys. This is basket one, this is basket two, guys. Okay. Now go to the billing account and tell to the supermarket person, make bill for me, this 20 goods for me, and make the bill for my friend also, 25 goods for my friend. So easily you can carry these two goods, this many goods in two hands, by using trolley, by using bag, by using your card, guys. The same thing when you're creating the resources in Azure, guys, we require resource group. Without resource group, you cannot create the resources. So example, I want to create two virtual machines. So first we have to create one resource group, guys, by any name. Create resource group. Inside this resource group, now create VM1 and VM2, guys. like this. Okay, so what the microservice is saying, without resource group, you cannot create the resources. Without resource group, you cannot create the Azure resources. So the microservice is saying resource groups are logical, guys. The resource groups are logical. Azure resource groups are logical, means anytime you can create, you can delete, you can rename. So resources, example, VMs, websites, databases, application, etc. And microservicing, every Azure resource should be associated with the resource group. So when you're creating any resource, guys, example, I'm creating a storage account. So in the next line, in the first line actually, is asking, give the resource group information. So I can create this resource. Before selecting the storage, VM, anything, first we have to mention the resource group information. So guys, why we require resource group? There's many reasons are there. We'll see one by one here. So example, guys, assume you're working for one project. You're working for a new project. And your company got, example, your company is giving the solution to the other companies. Means you're working as a solution provider, guys. You're managing the other companies' network and giving the best solution. So guys, there are three companies are coming. You can say three organizations or some three companies are coming. And these companies are giving the project to you. So guys, first company is saying, that is called client. I'm using the word client. Client means company organization, guys. So first client is saying, client one is saying, I require 2 virtual machines. Okay. This is the first client, guys. Your second client means second different company is saying, I require 2 virtual machines plus 1 storage account. Say storage account. Third company is saying, for my new project right now, we require 1 web server. We require 1 web server, guys. Okay. So guys, can you tell me total how many VMs we need? Total how many VMs we need, guys? 2 plus 2. 4 VMs. How many storage accounts we need? 1. How many web servers we need? 1. Very good. So total how many resources we require? 1. 1, 4. So total 6 resources we require, guys. Now how to separate these 6 resources? How to create these resources, guys? So we have Azure account, guys. We have Azure account and we have our administrator. So in our account, so this is our Azure account. Okay. So to manage this company projects, to manage the resources of these companies, we'll do one thing. We'll create 3 resource groups. Example, resource group 1. You can give any name, guys. It will accept this one. Okay. You can resource group 1. So I created resource group 1. In this resource group 1, I am creating 2 VMs. VM1 and VM, guys. Okay. So these 2 VMs can communicate with each other. So they can communicate with each other. They can share the files. They can share the resources within the resource group. Within the resource. So this is for first organization. our first client is saying we require 2 machines. Please rejoin the class if my voice is breaking, please. So for our first client, we created 2. My first client having 2 virtual machines, and I manage these 2 virtual machines by the help of resource group 1. So resource group 1 for first client. For second client, what I will do, guys, I will create one more resource group 2 here. So I'm creating separate resource group 2. And for resource group 2, what we need, 2 virtual machine, 1 storage account. That is called my client 2 requirement. So I will create 2 VMs here. One is virtual machine 1, one is virtual machine 2, and one SA account. SA account means storage account, guys. Okay, that in resource group 2. So when I open the resource group 2, guys, I can see the resource group 2 for my client 2, guys. Resource group 2 for my client 2. Resource group 2 for my client 2. And this many resources are for resource group. This client, guys. Okay. Now create one more resource group. So this is my resource group 3 for third client. So the third client saying we require one web server here. So for third client, we are creating one web server 1 here. Only one web server. Okay. But who is managing? Our administrator, guys. So as administrator in Azure portal page, I created so many resources, guys. But I'm doing better management. How? By the help of resource group. So by the help of resource group, we are managing the resources. Like in our MCSE, we have learned, guys, to manage the user accounts. We require organization units. OUs we require. Organization units we require. The same thing here also. To manage the Azure resources, we require resource groups. So by the help of resource group, easily we can identify, okay, for project 1, resource group 1, this many resources are there. For project 2, okay, for resource group 3, guys, this many resource. So I can separately, easily, I can manage. So in future, my management is saying, asking the question, how many resources we are using for project 2, guys, or client 2. So I can say for my client 2, I have 2 VM, 1 storage account. And for client 2, guys, we have resource group 2. So we can go to resource group. We can collect the information we can give. Okay. Now in future, guys, my client 3 is requesting for one storage account. My client 3 is requesting for a storage account. Can we create? Yes, but where we have to create, guys? New storage account I need. Where we have to create? I have to create in resource group 1 or resource group 2 or resource group 3, guys. Where? Yes, exactly. In resource group 3, we have to create. So if you go to resource group 3, if you create your storage account, so that is going to in resource group 3. So guys, by the help of resource group, we are managing the resources and we are doing better management, easy and centralized management. So in future, I can check how many resources for project 1, how many resources for project 2, how many resources for my project 3. And guys, by using resource group, we can apply the billing also, guys. The microservicing resource group also used for billing purpose. So example here. So guys, Azure services not free of cost. We have to pay for this. Azure resources are not free of cost. We have to pay for services of Azure. So here we have to go for billing guys here. So example, at the month end, we are getting a bill from Microsoft to our company, 1 lakh guys. This much amount is bill we receive from Microsoft. So my boss is asking the question to me, sir, I want to know how much we have to charge for client one, resource group one. So guys, I can check, I can open the resource group one. I can check what is the billing for. I can go to resource group two. I can check the billing. I can go to resource group three. I can check. So we can check the billing by the help of resource groups. I can tell to my management, sir, resource group one, this much amount we have to charge. For resource group three, this much amount we have to charge. For resource group two, this much. We can make the bill by the help of resource groups also. Not only resource group, in future, my boss is saying, I want to know how much amount we are paying for VMs. We can know how much amount we are paying for public IPs. We can check how much amount we are paying for storage. Okay, that is separate. So separately we can check here how much amount we are paying. For example, if I'm using load balancer, we can check. Okay, so if you want to do better management, billing management, we can manage by the help of resource group. It's helping to billing also. And one more thing, guys, tags we can apply here. So tag means what, guys? By the help of tag, we are providing the name section. So example, my resource group name is RSG project 3, but in tag I can apply this is for Tech Mahindra dash salesman. Okay, so tags means nicknames we are providing. Example, I'm providing the tag, this is for my HR department. Organization names can provide. Okay, so tags we can apply for nickname or alias name, you can say. By the help of these tags names also we can search the resources. This option is available. Next, guys, we can apply the role-based access control. You can say resource-based, or some places are written here role-based also, guys. So we can provide role-based access control, guys. So this role-based actual is used for delegating the control, guys. Role-based is used for what purpose? Delegating the control. What is the meaning of delegation, guys? So who is managing these resources? Who is managing these resource groups? Who is having right to create, delete, manage the services, resources in Azure, guys? You are the administrator. You have right. You are the admin. You are the Azure admin. You are managing. But really, guys, in the real time, you have 20 projects. So you are the alone administrator. You will manage all these 20 projects. No, guys. You will give the chance to your junior admins to handle this project, to manage these projects. Okay. So as a senior administrator, we have rights to manage everything. But I want to give the chance to my junior admins to manage this, guys. So example, I want to assign to my junior admin to manage resource group one resources. So example, John is my junior admin. I want John should manage resource group one in behalf of me. I want to give the chance to Sam, example, to manage resource group two. I want to allow the Ahmed user. Ahmed is the employee. Manage the resource group 3, guys. Okay. So if you're assigning as administrator, Azure administrator, we are assigning the rights to this user. So then we have to use this RBAC. So guys, we have to use what here? RBAC. So RBAC is very, very important, guys. In interview, it will ask this question. What is the use of RBAC? So you have to say, by using RBAC, we are providing the rights to the users, guys. We are providing the rights. We are giving the access rights to the junior admin to manage the resource group. Okay. So example here, guys. I want to manage my John user has to manage this resource group. I want to give the chance to Sam to manage resource group 2, guys. Okay, and this is possible by the help of this RBAC, guys, role-based access control here. Okay, so when I'm coming to the practical, I will show you this one, how to use. Next, we can apply the locks, guys. We can apply the locks on resource groups. We can apply the locks. So guys, how to apply the lock? Lock means just you're locking and giving some permission here. So in lock, guys, when you're applying the locks, we have two permission. One is read and one is delete. So when you're applying locks, we have two options. One is read and the second one is delete. So what is the meaning of read action here? So example, I'm saying resource group 1. On resource group 1, I'm applying read lock. I'm applying read lock. So guys, on resource group 1, if I apply read lock, so means as admin or as a John, as admin, as a John, I can access the resource group 1. I can check the services, guys. What I can do, I can check the services. I can check how many resources are there. But can we create the resources? Can we delete the resources? Okay, so if I give read lock, so only admin or junior admin can open the resource group. He can view the resource, but cannot create, cannot delete, cannot manage. Okay. Now next we have delete, guys, here. If I apply the delete lock, then what the user will achieve, guys, or admin will achieve. So if I give delete lock, guys, so what the user will achieve? So on resource group 1, I'm applying delete. So it means as admin, I can log into resource group 1. I can create the resources, VM, storage, load balancer, public IP. I can create, but we cannot delete. Okay. So guys, if I apply delete lock, So what the user can do, user can create as a admin, not user, as admin, I can create the resources. I can add, I can modify the resources, but we cannot delete. We cannot delete. Okay. So this is the lock. Now one more thing we can apply. We can apply the policies can be applied, guys. What is the meaning of policy? Policy means set of rules, guys. So I have a question, guys. When I'm creating the resource group, try to understand whenever we are creating a resource group in Azure, is asking region, guys. Is asking region. Last class we have learned in Azure, Microsoft is having so many data centers around the world, guys. We have nearly in 140 countries, 60 plus regions, we have data centers. So guys, this many countries are there, this many data centers are there. You can go anywhere, you can create. So example, I'm in Hyderabad. So my nearest data center is what? South India. I can create. Or second resource group, I can create in Central USA also. But my organization is requesting to admin, sir, admin, don't allow our administrator to create the resources in other countries. All my resource group should be created in South India data center. We don't want any others. Okay, like this. If you want to apply some conditions on regions, so you can apply by the help of this. Okay, so guys, example, my management is requesting to me, allow the user to create the resources only in South India region. Guys, I want my use admin has to create the resource group only in South India. If you select other region, it will fade. This is one. And second condition I want to apply, when my admins are creating VMs, my admin has to create the VMs only this one. DS2 virtual machines, guys. DS2. DS2 is a series. There are so many series are there. A series, B series, C series. So I want my admin has to create DS2 series machines, guys. Okay, not other one. So then this condition also we can apply. Only DS2 series virtual machine allow. If you select other sizes, guys, like 4 GB RAM, 6 GB RAM, or if you take the laptop other name, it will not. So guys, if you want to apply conditions, policies, you can apply by the help of policies. So just now we have seen what is RBAC, guys. So these are the key points, guys. Always remember this one. If anyone is asking, right? Series means, Raj, means here like we have some machines having 4 GB RAM, two virtual processors, some machines having one processor with 2 GB RAM. So like this Microsoft having more than 400 sizes of machine, 400 sizes. And these sizes of machines are kept in series, like A series, B series, T series, E series, F series, M series, H series is there. So when I'm coming to the VM class, that day I will show you, right, how to identify this series is A series or B series or series. According to your project requirements, the Microsoft has designed this series here. Example, I want storage, only storage, big storage. So Microsoft is specifically saying go to E series machines are having good storage. Okay. So guys, till now we have learned what is resource group here. So you can see Microsoft is saying resource group, individual building blocks of Azure based solution, guys, managed by resource provider. Resource groups custom collection of resources, means in resource group according to your requirement we can create the resources. Typically represent common life cycle of resources, commonly used to delegate permissions to its resources. So resource group also apply for delegation, means RBAC we can apply. Aggregate billing data and auditing event of his resources, means by the help of resource group we can do better management on billing, and we can do audit, guys. Also audit means when something is deleted, something is created, you want to know in future who created, when is created, which admin is created, what time is created. So we can apply each resource groups belongs to the only one resource group, guys. So means when you're creating the resources, example, I'm creating one VM, but I have two resource group, guys. Example, RSG1 and RSG2. So when I'm creating one virtual machine, guys, so we have to point this virtual machine to which resource group. So can I say this VM should be there in two resource group, guys? One person can work in two departments, guys, at same time. One person can work in two companies or two departments at the same time. No, the same thing. Resources are associated with resource group. One resource can be belongs to one resource group. We cannot say this resource should be working two resource group, guys. Okay, so I'm saying this resource group, this VM should work in my resource group one, guys. Yeah. Okay. So on resource group, we can apply RBAC, we can apply tags, we can apply policies, we can apply locks here also. So guys, try to understand this page here. This is a very important page here. So this is called management scope page. So Azure provide 4 levels of management scope. Management scope, subscription, resources, groups, and resources, guys. Resource groups and resources. So please try to understand this page here. We created one Azure account. This is our Azure account. So our management group is created. Okay. Once you log into this management page, in that you can find your subscription. By default, how many subscriptions you are getting, guys? once you create Azure account, how many subscription you're getting by default? Only one. Very good. But can we create more than one? Can we create more than one? Yes. So I created two subscription. One is example S1 subscription 1 and one is subscription 2. Okay. In subscription 1, I created one resource group, guys, here. That is by the name RSG1. And in that I created only one resource. Only one resource. So in resource group, guys, we can create one resource. In one resource group, you can create multiple resources also. So example, subscription 2. I created two resource groups. One is resource group 2 and one is resource group 3, guys. So resource group 1, guys, here is having only one resources. Resource group 2 is having SQL database. Resource group 3 is having three resources. One is storage account, one is network, and one is VM, guys. Okay, so this is called management page. So on the top level, guys, our management scope account is there. Management group account is there. That is called scope account also. That is called Azure account. Then in that we have our subscriptions. Inside the subscription, we can create resource groups. Inside the resource, so we can create resources. And resource groups are logical, guys. Anytime you can create, anytime you can delete. Now, the microservicing resource groups enable logical grouping of resources. Resources are assigned to the resource group when it's created. So whenever you're creating the resources, guys, in the first page, first line is asking, okay. So guys, every resource should be associated with my resource group here. And mostly, guys, resources can be moved from one resource group to other resource group. So example, I created two projects, resource group 1, resource group 2. So guys, for 1 year, I'm using this one, but after 1 year, I don't want this VM1. I don't want this VM1, which I created in resource group 1. Can I delete this VM1, guys? Yes, you can delete. But I want to delete everything, guys. I don't want this resource group. Can I delete the resource group? Resource group 1. Can we delete this resource group 1? Yes, if you delete the resource group 1, all the resource group 1 resources are deleted, guys. Automatically is going to delete it, all the resources. Okay, but assume it, guys, right now our project is running two projects, resource group 1, resource group 2. In resource group 1 we have VM1, in resource group 2 we have VM2. But after 1 year I want to delete the project resource group 1. I want to delete, guys, but before deleting I need this virtual machine which already configured in resource group 2 is ready with to use. Okay, so I want to move this virtual machine from resource group 1 to resource group 2, guys. I want to move this virtual machine resource group 1 to resource group 2. Can you move or not? Yes or no, guys? Yes, so you can see here. You can move the VM to other subscription, guys. You can move the VM to resource group. You can move the VM to region also, guys. If you want to move to different region, that also we can do it. This is possible. We can move one resource group to other resource group. We can move one subscription to other subscription. We can move to our region also, guys. We have three options. Which is better, which is required, select it. Okay, guys. So come to the practical I will show you today. First, tell me, guys, resource groups are important or not? Without resource group, can you create the resources in Azure? No, guys. So compulsory we require what? Resource group. Then we can create the resources. Okay. So we'll see the lab, guys, here. To start our lab, first we have to log into Azure portal page. And we know, guys, we have to use this website, portal.azure.com. Type your ID to log in. So this is my new ID, guys. That is ZAMPMS2 hotmail.com. Okay. Yes, you can recover the resources if you have backup. If you taken the backup, we can recover. But if you're not taken backup, we cannot recover. We have to plan for backup. We have to plan for high availability. Then only we can restore it. Otherwise, we cannot restore. So guys, we are logging to our portal page. I will show you some steps here, right? Some practical here. So resource group, how to create a log on to website by GUI we can create. And inside that, we are going to see how to create the resources also. Okay. So guys, first we have to go to our portal page, log on to the portal page. This is my portal page. Okay. To create the resource group, go to the portal menu option. You can see left side. Uh, 1 minute here. So guys, first we have to log on to our portal page like this. Then go to portal menu option. And in this portal menu, you can see in this blade area, you can find a resource group. So here we can find we are in resource group. So previously, guys, I created two resource groups. You can see here. One is RSG project one. One is this one by this name, Network Watcher RG, guys. Okay. I want to create new resource group with my name here. So you can go for create option, guys. Click on create. One new page will open. And here, guys, is asking only few things. You can observe here is asking your subscription. So track, you have to select your subscription. Asking the resource group name. So example, I'm saying here RSG dash project 2, guys. You can write in small letter, capital letters, no issue, guys. Here. This is my resource group 2. And is asking the region, in which region you are creating here. So here, guys, by default is showing East US. But you can drag here, you can find all other regions are there. East US 2 is there, South Central US is there, West US is there, East US is there here. So many are there. South East Asia is there, guys. North Europe is there. So nearest region is the best option, guys. Yeah. So I can go for South India. Is my nearest region here. So you can select any one region, guys. So I am selecting here. You can check with Azure speed test, which is your nearest region here. Almost all the regions are available here. So I am selecting here West Europe, guys, here. Okay. Then click on next to the tag. But tags are not important, but you can give, guys. So example, I'm giving the tag name. So first I'm giving the name here. That is Zoom Technologies. Okay. Second, I'm applying the tag to department. Like this many tags you can. Department name. So department name is example sales department, guys. Okay. Like this you can apply many tags you can check. So click on review plus create here. Once you click review plus create, your validation is passed. Means now you're ready to create it. So click on create. Now it is verifying your validation. If everything is fine, you can find a new resource group is created. You can go to the bell icon, you can check here. Your new resource group is successfully created, guys. Okay, like this. Can I create one more resource group, guys? Yes. Click on create. Give the resource group name RSG dash project 3, guys. And this is also I'm creating in West Europe here. And this time I'm not applying any tag here without tags. Click on review plus create. You can apply the tags now or you can apply later also, guys. Click on review plus create, create. So guys, resource group 3 also is successfully created. You can check in the bell icon. Our new resource group 3 is generated, created. Okay, fine. But if you open the resource group 1, you can see here, I created so many resources here, guys. You can see here, these are the resources. Are you observing here, guys? Yes. Like this, I want to create some resource in resource group 2. If I go to resource group 2, right now, you can see in resource group 2, nothing is available, guys. And in overview, it's giving the information. Your details are available. And you can see it is showing 0. No resource matched to your filter, guys. Showing a 0. Means we have to create such. So here I want to create some resources, guys, here. So how to create the resources inside the resource group we are going to see now. We'll see, guys, how to create the resources inside the resource group. So guys, we can create so many things here: VMs, storage, load balancer, website, public IP, so many things we can create. But to make this practical, very simple, I'm creating a storage account here, guys. I'm creating storage account for testing purpose, for our lab purpose. But storage is a very big class, guys, is important. But we have one separate session for this. So on the day in details, we are going to learn about storage account. Okay, but today very short. Only we are seeing how to create the storage account inside the resource group. Okay, I'm not going in details. Okay, you also follow this. So I'm creating storage account. That is a resource inside my resource group. So we have to go to the portal page. We have to go to portal menu page, and from blade area, you can find options are there, storage account. So click on these storage accounts. So guys, here we are in a storage account here. Now we have to go to this create option. Already previous one is there. We are creating the new one here. So you can find here, we is asking so many things guys here. But today we are not going for all this guys. On the first page we are discussing basic. So guys, in basic, in storage account, first is asking your subscription. This is my subscription guys. Second is asking your resource group. So guys, drag and select the resource group. So I'm selecting resource group 2, RHA project 2. So guys, now tell me, without resource group, can you create the resources? So guys, without resource group, you cannot create any resource. So I'm selecting here, so many are there. I'm selecting resource group 2 here. Then is asking storage account name. Remember here, storage account name should be in small letters and unique name we require guys. Unique name in Azure. So unique name in Azure means what? Example, I hosted one website over the internet by the name of Microsoft.com. And your company want to create one more website by the name of Microsoft.com. Can you host guys? Can you create one more website over the internet by the name of Microsoft.com? No. Name should be unique. The same thing. The Microsoft is saying in Azure, you have your account. I have my account. But when you're creating especially storage account, name should be unique between you and me. Over the internet, in the cloud, name should be unique. I'm not saying in subscription. I'm not saying in resource group. I'm saying in cloud. Name should be unique. So guys, if I give this name ZAMP SA1, it will accept. No guys, it's giving the error. This is very, very beautiful guys. Microsoft itself, before you're doing something, if anything is wrong, it is explaining to you. And by reading this error, you can troubleshoot your problem with yourself. So what is the troubleshooting here? We are getting a red color message, and in that is written the field can only contain only lower cases letter guys, means small letters, not capital letters, and numbers require. Name must between 3 to 24 character guys. So we require alphabets, numbers. Okay, so guys, name should be in small letters and unique here. So example, if I use this name guys here, ZAMP SA1. Okay, so here it is not giving any error, but when you're trying to create that time you will get error because this name already I used. So I'm creating ZAMP SA2, and guys, don't use my names here. When you're creating the storage account, you can use your own names. Give any name unique. And in which region you're creating here. So we are creating in our resource group in West Europe. I want to create the resource in West Europe only guys. Okay. Then what is this performance? What is this redundancy? What is this advanced networking, protect data, encryption? We'll discuss later guys. Just we have to select here in storage account resource group and give the storage account name, region, and review plus create guys. So guys, here two things are very important: resource group and storage account name. Then click on review plus create here. So once you click review plus create, is going for validation here. So once your validation is passed, you can see validation is passed successfully. Click on create. So once you click create, now your storage account is creating here, is deploying. It will take a few minutes here, 1 or 2 minutes, or 2 or 3 minutes. We have to wait here. And resource groups are free of cost, guys. When you're creating the resource group, there is no charges. But when you're creating the resources inside the resource group, when you're using it, is chargeable. Like when you go to the supermarket, your carry card, your basket is free of cost. But when you purchase something, that is cost for you. The same thing, resource groups are free of cost, no charges. And you can create many resource groups. There is no restriction here. According to your requirement, you can create many resource groups. And in one resource group, you can keep many resources also. So you can find here we're getting message deployment is completed. Storage account ZMP asset 2 and bell icon also issuing notification successfully created. Now go back to the home page here and open the storage account. In storage account, you can find two storage account we created: ZAMP SA1, that is in resource group 1, North Europe location; ZAMP SA2, that is in resource group 2, guys, here, that is in West Europe. Okay. Or you can check in resource groups also. If you go back to the home page, open the resource group 2, sorry, resource group first, then open the resource group 2, guys. You can find your resource groups. You can find ZAMP SA2 resource group is available. Okay. So guys, any doubt, any question here? Now we'll see here how to apply this locks, guys, here. How to apply the lock, read and write here. How to apply this locks. So if I go back to this resource groups here, if I open the resource group 1, you can find here, guys, in this list, in settings, you can find locks option. You can go to the locks. So here locks are not added, guys, here. So if you want to add the lock here, you have to go to the add option. And here is asking the lock name. You can give any name. So I'm giving here lock name is lock 1. And what type of lock you want to apply? Read only or delete, guys. So I'm applying read only. Click on OK. So once you click OK, you can see lock is successfully created. Now, inside this resource group 1, I want to create new storage account, guys. Okay, can we create now? If I go back to my home page, if you go to portal menu, if I go to the storage account, I'm going to create new storage account. So guys, first is asking your subscription, then they're asking resource group. So if I select resource group 1, So now tell me guys, can I create the storage account in resource group 2? Yes. But can I create a storage account resource group 1? So here we are selecting resource group 1. Okay, done. Now we are not getting any error here guys. Okay, so give the name here. Example, I'm giving the name ZAMP SA11 guys. Okay, this is my name here, and where I'm creating here in North Europe. Okay, there is no error message till now here. Click on review plus create. Once you click review plus create, now here you can see your validation is failed. If you click on validation, you're getting actually error here. So you can see the error last line. Please remove the lock and try again. So it means your lock is applied, guys. Your lock is applied. So lock is restricted to you. Like this, you can check. Okay. Can I change the lock, guys, here? Can I go to the resource group? Can I change the lock? Read to delete. Yes, you can go to the resource group 1. Right in settings, we have to go to the locks. And here we can change the lock, guys, here. So we have edit option here. Delete also is there, but I will go to edit and select delete and click on OK, guys. I change the lock here. Okay, the lock is changed to delete here. Done, guys. Now try to create it. So lock is what? Delete. So it means I can create the resources, but I cannot delete. So I'm going to storage account. I'm creating new storage account, guys. Click on create. So select the subscription, select the resource group, that is resource group 1, project 1. Give the name here, example, ZAMP SA11, guys. That is in North Europe. Click on review plus create. And this time validation should be passed. Yes, validation is passed successfully. We are creating the storage account. So successfully is deployed. But can we delete, guys? I want to delete one storage account. Answer is no, because we have given the lock delete. So in delete, we cannot remove the resources. So storage account is created. If you go back to your resource group, guys, RSG project 1. Inside this, you can find new storage account is created by the name ZMP SA11. If it is not showing, refresh, guys. Refresh the page, come down. You can see the last one, ZMP SA1 storage account created. Okay. So in future, guys, if you want to delete only the storage account, select, and we have delete option, guys. But can you delete now? It's asking yes or no. Give the confirmation. Yes, I want to delete. Click on yes. Can you delete? No. It is saying remove the locks and try again. So guys, if I try to delete here, is asking yes or no. If I say yes, click on delete. So we are getting error. Okay, we cannot delete it. We can add because lock is applied. Okay, can we remove this lock? Yes, go to the locks option. I don't want this lock here now. I want to delete this lock. So we have option delete. Okay, so now I can add, I can remove the resources. Okay, so guys, after your labs are done, so do one thing, delete the complete resource group here. Example here. I want to delete this. If you delete the resource group, all these resources also deleted, guys. So I want to delete example resource group 3, guys, here. So what we have to do here, open the resource group 3. An option is available, delete resource group, guys. If I click delete resource group, is asking resource group name, which resource group you want to delete. So we have to mention RSG-project 3. Give the proper name here, or you can copy paste also here, then delete. So once you delete, your resource group is deleting, and inside the resource group, whatever the resources are there, the resources also will be automatically deleted. Okay, so you can see it's deleting here. Then in the list, resource group 3 will be not available if you wait for a few minutes here. So guys, I hope you have understand today what is resource group, what is resources, how to create the resource group, and how to create the resources, how to apply the logs. Okay, so any question, any doubt, guys here? So really, resource groups are very important, guys, in Azure. Without resource group, you cannot start Azure labs. You cannot deploy your projects, guys. Okay, so you can see resource group is deleted. If I go to the resource group here, you can see resource group 3 is lost, it's not available. So guys, today you have to do this many labs. Tomorrow I will show you how to move and how to give the RBAC permission also. In RBAC, what are the permissions are there, we'll see tomorrow. Okay, and tomorrow I will show you how to manage Azure services by using PowerShell also, guys. Okay. So today we are ending the session here, guys. Thank you. And one more thing, guys. I say that I'm going to give the documents here. I prepared some document folder for you, everyone. So this is a document folder by the name Azure Data. And in this document folder, I have given the snapshots. All the practical snapshots are here, guys. So see it. If you open, you can find here how to create Azure account. Today we have discussed how to create resource groups. All the snapshots are available here, guys. You can see all. By the help of the snapshot, you can do the labs. Apart from this, I have some scripts also. Tomorrow I will show you guys how to use the script. Some web pages, some CVs are there, guys, to prepare your CV. Samples of CVs, the interview questions are there. Some software tools are there, guys, for our lab purpose. Okay. And some exam questions books are there. Some books are there. 104, 103 books are there, guys. By the help of that, you can check your little bit theory will be available, guys. But you can purchase the current latest books online, guys. 104 Azure books you can purchase if you like. So guys, this data I am sharing with you through Google Drive link. Please copy this one. This is my Google Drive link, guys. Please copy from the chat box. Through this link, you can download it. Okay, this is there in the chat box. Please copy from the chat box, guys. Okay, please copy from the chat box. Done, guys. In the chat box, this Google Drive link is there. You can copy and download this Azure data folder. It's a zip folder. You can extract in 7-zip software. You can download the 7-zip software. If it is not available in Google, free of cost available, download install. Then you can use also, guys. Okay. So today we are ending the session here, guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye, everyone.